1 count of second-degree murder with a weapon, 1 count of first-degree murder conspiracy, 3 counts of attempted felony murder with a firearm.
Yep, that's me. You're probably wondering how I ended up in this situation.
Don't worry, I'll take it from here. Everybody's favorite hood lawyer. Let's get caught up. So 3 years, 9 months, 23 days ago, the whole entire YouTube world was shaken by this story right here.
Had a car with children inside. Police say that the target was the driver, and tonight he's dead, and we're learning more about the shooting. NBC6 reporter Claudia DeCampo, she's live in Doral with the latest on the investigation tonight. Claudia.
Well, callers, detectives are still looking for that shooter, but today they identified the man who died.
The sound of bullets flying through the air caught on camera from a dash cam of a car near the Friday night shooting. Miami-Dade police on Saturday identifying a victim, 27-year-old Shandler Beaubien, also known as rapper Wavy Navy Pooh. The shooting happened on the intersection of Southwest 152nd Street and 127th Street near Zoo, Miami.
Approached him from the driver's side, opened fire, and then fled westbound on 152 Street.
Detectives say Beaubien had a 1-year-old child in the passenger front seat, a 5-year-old and a woman in the back seat.
This person was willing and brazen enough to open fire at an intersection at 5:30 in the afternoon in the middle of commute time. Total disregard of who he could have killed. In this case, could have killed a 1-year-old.
None of the passengers in Beaubien's car were injured. Detectives say the shooter was driving a 4-door gray Lexus. Right now, the motive for the shooting is unknown.
And right now, detectives need your help. If you have any information that can help them, please call Miami-Dade's Crime Stoppers. That number is 305-471-TIPS. Remember, you can always remain anonymous. For now, we're live in Doral. I'm Claudia DeCampo, NBC6 News.
Crazy, right? And at the time, we didn't know exactly what the heck had happened or anything like that. All we knew is that Wavy Navy Pooh was dead. And we had seen this video prior before he had got killed.
Huh? You already know where we at with it. Where y'all fly at, man? You already know, man. Sus. You heard me? Excuse me, po. You already know how we smoking good Tonski tonight, man. Where y'all at, man? Stop flogging for the ground, man. Y'all man. Ho up. I mean, y'all hood with it. We in y'all hood with it. What's up? Yo, let them know. What Fred at? What Fred at? What TK at? What CP3 at? What them at, man? Yeah, you crazy, baby. Where y'all at, man? We out here. Come back to the stove, man.
Now, when you running for ops, or you running into ops, or you running from ops, bruh, that means something happened in the street. Now, according to what they want to say, we'll see what happens in the documents. But this young man right here, so as you can see, they say Hatch died a couple days before Wavy. Everyone that was affiliated with Hatch is now called Hatchers, D4H. They were looking for his ass. So that's what the internet had given y'all as far as the reasoning for this. And see, it's 3 years ago. It's allegedly the cause for this.
The office says they found the 3 men responsible for the 2022 murder of a rising South Florida rapper.
And NBC6 reporter Amanda Plasencia has the details on these new arrests from the Miami-Dade County Jail in Northwest Miami-Dade. Amanda?
Yes, Jackie and Trina, it's taken over 3 years to solve the murder of rapper Wavy Navy Pooh, and now 3 men are in jail for this crime, which happened right in front of his kids.
Deputies say this trio is behind the murder of rapper Wavy Navy Pooh, which happened over 3 years ago. 22-year-old Jakari Hardaway and 24-year-olds Jeremiah Longsworth and Raymond Araluce are all facing some serious charges for the crime.
1 count of second-degree murder with a weapon, 1 count of first-degree murder conspiracy, 3 counts of attempted felony murder with a firearm.
This dashcam footage from a nearby car captured the gunfire, which happened back in January of 2022, as a rapper was driving near Southwest 127th Avenue and Southwest 152nd Street.
You don't gotta hype me up to walk down on my man.
The rapper, whose real name was Shandler Beaubien, had just left Zoo Miami after celebrating his child's first birthday. According to the details in the arrest report, the trio, who were in a rented Lexus, followed him from the zoo, shot him at a red light, and then drove off. The rapper's two kids, who were 1 and 5 years old at the time, and their mother were also in the car, but did not get hurt. Over 80 bullet casings were recovered at the scene. Detectives say cell phone records show that Hardaway texted several people taking credit for the shooting, writing, "Navy wet." On Thursday, the Miami-Dade Sheriff's Office released this statement after the arrest. No matter how much time has passed, our investigators will continue to work to bring those responsible to justice and to bring closure to the victims' loved ones.
Now, Longsworth is remaining in jail. He is being held without bond. The other two men who were arrested were already behind bars for previous unrelated charges. They are expected to face a judge tomorrow for these added charges. Live in Northwest Miami-Dade, Amanda Placencia, NBC6 News.
Amanda, thank you.
Trio arrested for murder in 2022 shooting of Miami rapper Wavy Navy Pooh. The shooting happened back on January 14, 2022, as the rapper was driving in the area of Southwest 127th Street Avenue, or 127th Avenue, and 152nd Street, just blocks from Zoo Miami. 3 men have been arrested on murder charges in connection with the 2022 ambush shooting of Miami rapper Wavy Navy Pooh, authorities said. 3 men have been arrested on murder charges in connection with the 2022 ambush shooting of Miami rapper Wavy Navy Pooh, authorities said. Jakari Darryl Hardaway, 22, Jeremiah Bernard Longsworth, and Raymond Araluce are both 24 and are facing charges including second-degree murder, attempted murder, and conspiracy in the fatal shooting. Miami-Dade Sheriff's Office officials said Thursday. The shooting happened back on January 14, 2022, as a 27-year-old rapper was driving in the area of Southwest 127th Avenue and 152nd Street, just blocks from the Zoo Miami. That's an Atlanta picture. The rapper, whose real name is Shandler Beaubien, was stopped at a red light when the driver of a gray Lexus drove up to his vehicle and someone opened fire. The rapper's 2 children, who were inside the car, ages 5 and 1, and their mother, were not hurt. Dashcam footage from a car nearby captured the barrage of bullets being fired at the rapper's car. Over 80 bullet casings were later recovered at the scene, arrest reports said. According to the arrest reports, Beaubien, the mother, and the children were leaving the zoo where they were celebrating a 1-year-old's birthday. God dog. Miami police sergeant who was in the area witnessed the shooting and tried to stop the Lexus, but it fled, the report said. Oh, wow. Didn't know that one. Investigators later discovered Hardaway rented the Lexus from a private owner and had picked up Longsworth and Araluce the day of the shooting, the report said. The Lexus arrived at Zoo Miami and waited in the parking lot for the rapper to leave, then followed him to a nearby Walmart, then to the intersection where the shooting happened, the report said. The Lexus was later found abandoned in Sunrise. You gotta be kidding me. Detectives obtained cell phone records that show Hardaway text various people Navy wet shortly after the shooting, the report said. You had to go and brag about it, bro. He also took credit for the murder and a Telegram chat. The report said Hardaway spoke with investigators on Wednesday, but said he didn't remember renting that Lexus and didn't know Longsworth, Araluce, or Wavy Navy Pooh, even though Longsworth and Araluce admitted they know Hardaway, the report said. Longsworth was booked into jail Thursday morning, while Araluce and Hardaway had been behind bars on unrelated charges, records show. No matter how much time passed, no matter how much time has passed, our investigators will continue to work to bring those responsible to justice and bring closure to the victims of the loved ones, the sheriff's office said in a statement Thursday. Crazy. Now look. When you in that life and you trying to thug it up, you're going to have certain type of days. You're going to have days where you meet ops. Majority of the time, it leads to a lot of fist fighting. Like a majority of the time, people just get beat up, egos get bruised. Certain cats get to brag about it on the internet. It don't go too much further for those last couple of 30 to an hour, maybe 3 hours at max, and then it leads to gunfire. See, what Wavy Navy Pooh didn't understand is this, bro. Don't nobody care in these streets no more, and they never did. The rules and regulations that y'all think actually exist only exist where there is quote-unquote structure. If there's no structure there, everything is bound to crumble. And I want people to understand this and make this emphatically clear. Am I condoning what happened? Hell nah, bruh. Y'all can say, man, Ceddy Nash, so you saying it was all right? I'm not saying that at all. And if anybody think that what I just did when I posted Hatch's photo up there, let me tell y'all something. All you got to do is go to Reddit. The shit is already there. It's been there for years. Fuck out of here. Because I know y'all try to do that BS with Young Thug. What y'all fail to realize is that video was already up for 2 days and already had millions of views. So it is what it is. But back to Wavy Navy Pooh. Bruh, when you are in your home city and you popping it, you sign the QC, and then you look like you finna do your run, you finna do your big one, bruh. The time for you to keep on being in street stuff is over with. We've seen since that happened, since 2022. Seemed like a very long time ago. Bruh. That is when we started to see all this rap shit really had a lot more meaning to it. All these dissing ops really had people names to it. And what we failed to realize, not us in general, but what we failed to realize as viewers is, bruh, it was going to get cracking. And Lord, did it get cracking. See, a lot of people were so privy to the war in Chirac and the old school videos of what used to happen with drive-bys and all the movies and stuff that happened in LA, well, really LA County as a whole. You used to see all of that stuff, then you got to see the world shift. You got to see Little Rock, Arkansas, how turned up it was. And then we took them to hell. We went to New Orleans and could not believe that stuff that was going on in New Orleans. Then to find out not too far along down the road in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, they was chopping shit down too. What a crazy, wild time to be alive. But I say that to say this. This shit is real, is real, is real, is real. And it comes to a point where now these cats don't get it. You're not getting away with shit. You might get away with it for a year, 2 years, 3 years, 3 years, 9 months, 23 days. Yeah, all right. But eventually they always catch you. This dumbass couldn't wait to text Navy wet. Now, with all that time that you have passed, with all the accolades and cats in the streets knowing that you did it, it looked like his own homies snitched on him. They said, hey, look, these cats is already there chilling. He get locked up. He going there. I don't know these cats. Listen, if you go sit in that interrogation room, only thing that you could ever do is shut up like this. Not implement yourself in anything. No gangs, no nothing, no anything. Only thing you can even admit to is your name. You don't answer no whereabouts. You don't answer nothing. You know what you do? You listen. You know why you're listening? You're trying to figure out what the hell they telling you. That's it. That's as far as you can get with it. Majority of people will tell you this. Bro, you get up in that damn interrogation room, shut up. Now, you obviously cats who decide to get in there and start running their mouth, they asses always end up in jail. Some you seen go state, some you seen go fed. Once you get in that room and you start lying and all that, and you think, oh, this, and this, you gonna make it better, your ass go to jail. You don't go home, you don't pass go, you don't collect $200. Even the cats that y'all seen that turned around and gave up everything. Look at how Blue, Queso's dad, went in there and gave up every damn thing. He's still in jail. You don't get out. So it's best to zip your lip and prepare to sit. Only thing y'all really need to be saying is, where's my lawyer? Because I need to get comfortable for my cell. I'll see you in trial. That's it. Other than that, you can listen. You can pull a shell kill and sit there and listen to what they say, and they get mad at you, get frustrated and all that shit, and you'll look like a G. You'll look cool as hell. But in the end, you still ain't getting out. No matter you go in there and say nothing, no matter if you say anything, none of that shit, you're still going to jail. So buddy got told on, bro. But the lesson of today should be, they don't care if your kids is there. That was your daughter's first birthday. And you know what she gonna remember as the most? As the day that her daddy was dead. They waited. They watched him go to Walmart. They watched him do all of this. And you know how meticulous they was to do that? Bruh, they caught up with his ass and greased him in front of his kids with no bullets hitting them kids. I know in his last dying breath, he had to think, man, I hope my kids ain't hit. Well, your prayers got answered, bro. But unfortunately, you didn't make it. Share to keep your people aware. Subscribe to our bell. Stay notified. We are 35K away. No, 34K away from that giveaway. Subscribe today, man. If you like what we do, your likes go a very long way, and your comments help the channel grow. I need both attending and be an active subscriber, and you'll win one of these for free. I'll take care of the shipping. Other than that, click right here and see how Gunna's artist got his chain pawn chain, whatever. Click right here and catch up with everything that's going on like that. Or click right here for the playlist to get through your day. I will catch y'all in the next one.